And Stereotaxis is a very interesting company because they do robotic assisted um, heart ablation surgery. So they kind of go in and can kind of help kind of score the electrical components of your heart. I've got some familiarity with this because my father-in-law went through it. But Brian, tell us about Stereotaxis and what's kind of captured your attention with it.
The biggest, largest company in this space, people all know about Intuitive Surgical, correct? They have their Da Vinci machine, and that's been around for quite a while now. And I followed that a long, long time ago, back in 2013, and I've been following that for years. And they're the biggest name on the street. But if you were to have bought that back in 2013, it would have been $42. Okay, a share. You go buy it right now, it's $447. So um, just that alone, that momentum that's built up in the returns in the share price. But now we want to look at what's the next one? What's the next
Right.
Intuitive Surgical? And the Stereotaxis, so they have their GNXIX system. So it's electromagnetically guided catheters, as opposed to traditionally the doctor, just directs it and pushes it through. This electromagnetic system actually pulls and directs and manipulates the catheter,
So it's
which
a
is
lot more accurate.
more accurate and has never existed before. And so they have approval for their Genesis robotic system and a few other systems. Their GNXIX, a smaller version, is coming out soon. Mapping catheters, the full gamut, the whole ecosystem of products. They've already got FDA approval for a couple of them, and we're waiting this year for the big one, which is the Magic catheter, which will be the first magnetically guided catheter to
Wow.
receive FDA approval that anyone has. Okay, there's a company out there called Shockwave Medical. All they had was a catheter. Not all these other robotic systems, just a catheter. And I mean, that stock was up 342% over the past 5 years before it was acquired. And all they had was a catheter. We're talking about a company with a full ecosystem of products. And just like Intuitive Surgical, the razor and blades model, they own every different piece. And with these catheters being disposable, that means you have to have a new one used every single time. And that's a huge revenue stream just with a catheter. Add on that selling the actual robotic surgical machine, the GNXIX itself, or the GNXIX. I mean, you're talking about significant, significant revenues. Just over the next year, even without full FDA approval for all of their products, and they're looking at least 50% revenue growth over the next 12 months. The stock's up, what, 63% just over the past 12 months. And if, you know, just as Intuitive Surgical, which Stereotaxis does have someone on their board from Intuitive Surgical, by the way. So they're following the same game plan. And I think that this is going to be the next Intuitive Surgical, the next big, big thing. And right now, the stock's trading at around just over $3, which is crazy, like, undervalued. So,
So this is a technology that is both could be enabled remotely and also kind of radiation free.
yes, yes. So, a surgeon here in the United States could actually perform the surgery in another country.
Wow.
It's that quick. I actually had the opportunity to interview when I was interviewing the CEO of Stereotaxis, Dave Fishel. He let me use the system. So I was actually, it was a fake heart, but I was actually
That's good.
guiding this catheter into this heart using the actual system. But I was here in Minneapolis, and it was actually performing in St. Louis. Everything that I was doing, it's amazing.
Wow. Well, that's really exciting, and because that's something that before the way they used to do it was it was a little primitive. I've got to tell you, like I said, I had
Yeah.
some familiarity with it, so we'll be interested to see how that continues to perform going forward. And we'll leave it there for now. Brian, thanks very much for your time this afternoon, and we'll look forward to catching up with you again about another one of our holdings.
Thanks a lot.